What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another live stream altcoin report. Let me put the there we go. Hope everybody's doing well today. Today is about to almost Christmas, 3 days from Christmas. It is December 22nd, 2023. Today we're going to be taking a look at all the different altcoins. We're going to look at the top performing altcoins. We're going to start with the top 10, top 25, and then the overall top performing altcoins in the top 100. And we'll look at a few of each, and then we'll take requests from you guys. So if you guys have any requests for any altcoins that you want us to, that you want me to analyze, drop it in the live chat and I'll be happy to take a look at it. Basically what I'll be doing is looking for trade setups. Basically I'll be doing a top-down analysis on these coins, and then setting up alerts. I'll be setting up alerts for some possible trade setups. So these are just basically ideas for trade setups that you can potentially take. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna specifically take these trades, but it's where I would be interested in potentially taking a trade if we were to hit those levels. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So we're gonna start here. We're gonna start at the top. We're gonna start with the king of the altcoins. As you guys know, Bitcoin is the king of crypto. However, Ethereum is the king of altcoins. So that's what we're gonna start today. It's basically how we always start, right? And the first thing that we're gonna see here is that we're at a resistance level here, right? We've seen the same exact level get rejected twice in the past, and now it's showing signs of a similar result here. So the reason I say similar result is because look at these wicks. So these wicks usually point to a top, a possible topping and rejection, right? Oh, you guys are still on my face. My bad. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Sorry about that, guys. So I was showing this right here. So right now we're starting with Ethereum, and as you guys can see here, it looks like it's topping out. You see these long wicks, which means these long lines at the end of these candlesticks. We saw similar ones here and similar ones here. So what that could mean is that we might potentially be topping out here at 2300 once again. So you can see that we've topped out there twice before, and we broke above that level once when we ran all the way up to 2400. Then we dropped all the way back down to 2100, and then we bounced back up, got rejected at 2300, dropped all the way back down to 2100 again, bounced back up. We're once again here at this resistance point. So this is definitely going to be a level that we need to watch, because a lot of the times, depending how Ethereum performs is how altcoins might also perform. So a lot of times they could potentially follow, or a lot of times what you see is the price of Bitcoin move up while Ethereum is kind of lagging behind. Then Ethereum catches up basically to Bitcoin's move, and then altcoins catch up after that if they've been lagging behind. So over the last few days, I believe that Ethereum has been lagging behind. And so today, I think in the last 24 hours, we've seen this kind of a catch-up move for Ethereum here. As you can see here, we were at around 2200 yesterday. And we had a low below 2200 actually yesterday. And we've moved up $200 in the last 24 hours here. So that's currently what we're keeping our eye on today overall. Some possible trade setups that I'll be looking for here in Ethereum. So I don't really like anything at the current level, I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking for a breakout above the previous highs, so above 2400, or a test back down here at the 50 moving average here. So those are probably the two things I'm looking at, and that moving average is at 2200 around there. So that's going to be the two things I'm really looking at. I'm probably not going to be playing anything in this area at 2300 because one, it's been proven to be a zone that gets rejected, and two, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere for now. So so that's kind of how I'm gonna probably be playing Ethereum today. So let's go ahead and take a look at what else has been performing in the last 7 days here. In the top 10, top 25, we can see right off the bat, Solana pops out for us, right? It's up 26% in the last 7 days. We're almost at $100, guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at Solana. As you can see, yesterday we hit a high of $99. So the crazy part is that we took a trade on this yesterday actually as well. Let me see what this trade was. So I believe we entered, you can see here. No, I don't want it to do that. No, go away. Okay, I'll just do it like this then. You can see that we entered, this was signaled on the 20th. So 2 days ago, we entered above $80 on the breakout of $80 basically. with the stop loss at 77 and our first target at $83. So I gave us a 1-to-1 risk to reward. And we basically smashed all of these targets beyond $90. So yeah, that was a pretty easy one. You see the rationale here was a major spot here for a breakout in Solana. This could honestly run up to $100 soon. So this is the update I gave basically 2 days ago. And let me see, and then last week's live stream. So I also mentioned this breakout in last week's live stream. So last time we did this live stream talking about altcoins that we went over this, we spoke about this level. So this is nothing new. This was a level that I spoke about in the live stream, which ended becoming a trade that I ended up taking. And as you guys can see, it played out perfectly. If we pull it up here, we can see this was the level right here. So I mean, it was pretty obvious. So let's go to 80. That's 80, and you can see one of the main things we're looking at is that we were rejected before getting to that level twice previously. And we're in the 4-hour right now. If we zoom out a bit, it even becomes clearer. Let's see. Let's zoom out. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let's go to the weekly. Actually, this is not the chart that I set up the trade on. Here we go. So we're looking now at the weekly chart. And here you can see the Fibonacci level. One of the Fibonacci levels I drew is right up here at $100. So you can see here, we had the support area right here at around $78. And in last week's live stream, I spoke about, $78 is where that level is. But I'd much prefer to enter the trade on a breakout above the closest whole number, which was $80. So that's basically the trade that we ended up taking there. A breakout above $80, which was a big level here, as you guys can see previously. So, and then the week before that, we called this level right here. We called a breakout above $63. And it was between 56 to 63. That was the level where we set our alert. Look at our alert right here, 63.42. And look at what happened when we broke above that level. It ran up, right? So that's pretty much what we're watching here as well. We could take this level out now. Take that alert off. And now we're at our next alert, right? And our next alert is up here at $100. So that's basically the next trade that I am going to be looking for. If I'm entering a breakout trade, it's going to be above $100 for Solana. Right now, anything in between, not really too, don't care too much about it. Let me see if we can move this up to that $100 mark, and maybe it gives us an idea of a potential pullback entry. And it looks like the pullback entry would be back at $80, right? So, which is this level right here. So I don't mind a potential pullback entry anywhere between $85 to $80. Seems like a good level there. So I would love to get an opportunity there. If not, I'm fine with taking a breakout entry above $100. So I'm leaving that alert set there, and I'm setting up a new alert at 85. So if we cross 85, basically, I definitely want to be aware of that. So I'm gonna put this alert actually at 86. So that once we cross 86 down into 85, I'm alerted about it. So I'm going to create that alert there. So we have two different alerts there. We have one above 100, one at 85, basically. So those are my 2 points of interest for potential day trades there for Solana. So let's see what else is popping out here. Let me actually write these down really quick. Give me a sec as I jot these down. All right, so the first one we spoke about was Ethereum. And Ethereum was above 2,400 and pull back to 2,200, right? Then Solana is above 100 and pull back to was a pullback to 85, right? All right, so let's continue here. See what else we might find. Let's go to the top performing coins again. Let's see what else is popping out here. So another one that's popping out to me is Avalanche. So you can see that it's now moved into the top 10. And by the way, Solana surpassed XRP recently here and moved into the top 5. So let's look at Avalanche here and let's see how what setups we might potentially find here. So one thing that we can see right off the bat is looking at our alerts from last week. We had an alert here at $43, it looks like. Or was this alert? 43. And so a breakout entry above 43 went all the way up to 48. So that would have been that was a nice trade there. Now I didn't take that trade, but that was a good opportunity there for a trade. So I wouldn't actually mind a pullback to that same level, $43. So that would be considered a break and retest. So if we kind of zoom in a little bit more, we got the breakout, we got a pullback. So this is a potential retest here of that $43 level. So if price holds here, I actually like that pullback for a possible entry there. With a stop loss, probably I'd have my stop loss below $40, a big whole number. So $3 stop loss. We need at least, or for our risk to reward to be 1-to-1, we need at least a target of 46 of $3. So puts us at around our first target around 46. I would say second target around $50. Right, so I think that's a pretty decent setup there for a trade. So that's another one that I am going to be watching here. So and as far as above, so for a breakout, I'll be looking at probably the high. However, we're so close to the big whole number, $50. I'll probably set that up at 49. I'm actually set it up at the high here, but my trade would ideally be above $50. So 50 is really where I would wanna probably catch something there. So I'm setting up that alert there. So now we have two different setups, right? We have above 50. Above 50 and pull back to 43. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. So we have Avalanche. Let's see what else is popping out. Polkadot. All right, we can take a look at Polkadot. I don't think we looked at it last week, did we? We might have, because I set up an alert here. Yeah, so we did look at it last week. So this was the breakout trade here, a break above $8, and you can see that trade ran up to about $8.44, and it's currently retesting where it broke out of. So this is actually a good opportunity right now, to be honest. I wouldn't mind opening a trade here at $8 with the long position, and my stop loss, I would want to give it some room, right? Because you see that this was a resistance previously, so that could play as a support there. So maybe a 50-cent stop loss, putting us at around, I would put it just below 750, and a target of the same, right? So we could have that 1-to-1, so at 850. It's pretty much how I would set it up. $8 entry, 50-cent stop loss, target 1 at 50. Next target you put it like at $9, and then the last target maybe like at $10, something like that. That would be the type of setup that I'd probably do here. So I don't mind that setup there at all. So let's write it down. So it's a break and retest. All right, let's see what else. What else do we got? Let's continue. We have Tron. We have Chainlink. So Chainlink up. It's not really up too much. It's been kind of, you know, stuck in this range. Let's take a look at it. It's been stuck in this range for a little bit. You can see the range that I'm talking about. And you can see the breakout trade there that we had spoke about, $15. I don't know if no, this was a pullback, I think, maybe. A pullback to this level. It probably is what it seems like I set up there. And we got that pullback back there. So that would have been the entry basically. So I think for this one, I like that entry there at $15. You would have to have probably at least at minimum $1 stop. I'd prefer maybe $1.50 to make sure that we're under this recent low here. So with $1.50, then we're talking about $16.50 has to be our first target, which would be right around here, which is actually a resistance here. So it actually works out perfectly. And then maybe we can do $17 as our next target there, which is a recent high. And then after that, I'd probably set the last target here up at $20. So that's kind of the setup I do there. So $15. And then if the price doesn't drop back to 15, then the next level that I'm looking at is a break above the recent highs, which is pretty much right around here, around 1730. So I'm gonna go ahead and add an alert there so that we know when that happens. So that is link above 17. And a pullback to 15. Those are the two levels that we're watching there for a link. Now let's see what else we got. We have Shiba. Not really gonna look at the meme coin. Let's look at ICP. ICP has been one of the top performers lately. So let's go ahead and pull that one up. See what's going on there. So for this one, we're gonna zoom out so we can get a clearer view. As you can see, this has been pretty much just dropping for the majority of its lifespan. It came out at the wrong time. So to start, you know, the easiest thing to get an idea of where these levels might be is to kind of use the fib retracement levels, and that starts to give you an idea that you can build around basically. So you can see it had a massive move, 88% move to the upside last week, and it looks like this week is pulling back, so it's down 10% this week. So yeah, I probably wouldn't touch this here. I'd probably be waiting for a further pullback, maybe to this Fibonacci level right here, which is right around 740, 730. And maybe even a further pullback. I would say this one right here, the 50% pullback is where I'd be looking. So I'm gonna set up an alert there. And then to the upside, it would be a break above the recent highs. So that's around 1190. So those are my two areas of interest here for ICP. Above 1190 or a pullback to, what was it, 730 to about 7. Let's keep it simple, put 750. All right, so let's see what else we got. Anything else that we want to look at here in the top 25? Yes, let's look at Near Protocol. This is actually the top performing crypto in the top 100 in the last 7 days. So let's go ahead and pull that one up. All right, here is Near. You can see it's up 47% in the last week. Well, this week actually. And let's take a look at, you know, what's happened here, right? So I want to draw first Fibonacci levels on this initial move up here. Whoops, I got the wrong tool out. All the way to the top there. And you can see that we're not even close to that yet. So what I'm gonna do instead, let's try to use this move here. And again, it doesn't really make much of a difference, honestly. Whether I put it down here or up here, it doesn't really make much of a difference. I can see here, it gives us a little support level here that we can see the price has respected before. So I'm gonna leave it set up right there. And you can see that the next really main level for this is all the way up here at like $6. So that's the next big resistance here. So this is currently at 330. So if I was looking to trade this, I'd probably be looking either at a move above $4, because that's just above its most recent high. And it's a big whole number. So let's set that up. And the next move, the other opportunity, the other setup I'd be looking for is for a pullback to a support. Looks like the support is right around here, around 260. So I'm gonna set up an alert there. So now we have those two right there, right? We have an alert above $4, an alert here around 260, which would be a support area there. So those are two possible setups there for Near. Write those down: above $4 or a pullback to 260, was it? About 260. All right, so we got that one down, and that wraps up the top 25 coins. So we're looking at the top 25 coins there. Now let's go ahead and look at the overall top performing coins in the top 100, and we'll look at a few of them. So we've already looked at Near, we looked at ICP, and we looked at Solana. That's here. So we're gonna look at some of the other ones here. If you guys have any requests for any cryptos that you want me to take a look at, feel free to drop it in the live chat, and I'll be more than happy to pull up a chart and take a look at it and see if we find anything there. We can see, look at the worst performing, the top losers for this week. Number one is Bonk, and that's pretty much what you can expect when with meme coins. Meme coins are very unpredictable, so those are always tough to gauge and trade, and you can't really trade them based on technical analysis. So all right, so let's get started with Optimism here. Optimism. All right, let's look at this one here. So this is a newer coin, and you can see this week it's up 50%. So we're actually at a resistance here. Let's look at some levels here. So you can see these levels here for Optimism. And we're at this big resistance level right now, right? That's exactly where we are. So I think this one becomes pretty obvious. The setups that we're going to be looking for is a break above this resistance. That's the first thing that we're looking at. The first thing we're looking for there. So let's add an alert. If we break above that level, we could potentially, that could potentially be a breakout trade there. Or if we want to look for a pullback trade, then we're looking probably at these Fibonacci levels, because you can see this has been a big level there, and even down here has been a big level. So those are two different potential levels. That might be a range there. So that's like 261 and around 220 basically. So I'm gonna add alerts for each of those, and we're gonna write those down. So OP above, what was that? The first one, 330 was it? Yeah, so 330. And the pullback levels were 260 and 220. So those are the two pullback levels that we're interested in there to build potential positions at. All right, so let's see what else we got here. We have Say. So let's pull that up. And this is, once again, another new project. So remember, new projects are always difficult to kind of gauge since there's not a lot of history. Let's pull this up like this. And it's currently up about 50%. It went as high as 41 cents. It's currently at 34. So because there's not a lot of history, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more to see if it gives us a clearer picture. And we can basically see here that we had this move all the way up. We have a bearish pin bar here in a retrace, right? So first support is down here, 34 cents. Basically where it's at right now, excuse me. The next one is right here, 30 cents. I think I'm more interested down here. But I think the biggest zone here would be in here. And this is pretty much between like 20 to 25 cents area, maybe even a little bit higher to 27. So I'm gonna set my first alert here at 30 cents, big whole number. My second alert, I'm gonna probably set it down here around 25. So I'm more interested in pullbacks here. But of course we could always also trade a breakout above the recent high. The all-time high really is what that is for this, right? And you can use a whole number basically, which would be 40 cents. So I'm gonna put an alert right around 40 cents. There we go. All right, so this one was Say above 40, and the pullback levels are 30 cents and 25 cents. So those are the two pullback levels that we're watching there. All right, so far we've covered 1, 2, 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've looked at 9 cryptos so far, and looked at trade setups for 9 different cryptos so far. And we're looking at about 2 or 3 setups per crypto. So we basically have done about 18, 20 setups at this point, I think. So let's do one more so we can have an even 10. And we might as well look at the next biggest mover here, Stacks. So let's take a look at Stacks here. And again, if you guys want me to look at any cryptos, drop it in the live chat and I'll be more than happy to take a look at those for you. So here's Stacks. All right, so let's see. Let's build this starting with the fib, going to its all-time high, which was up here. And now let's see what that gives, what levels that gives us. And right off the bat, we can see we're currently at a big resistance, right? So we have this big resistance here with a big wick. We see that we got rejected there before. See a lot of support and resistance there, support and resistance, and resistance. So obviously, major level, right? So how do we play this level? It's a little bit tougher. Let's see on the daily. I think we have an opportunity currently here on the daily chart with a breakout and retest here. So that's a potential. My only concern with that is that it's up so much. So I mean, in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. Let's see how big that move has been in the last 5 weeks. It's up over 100% in the last 5 weeks. So that does give me some concern. I would prefer to enter on a correction than on a breakout at this point, or even entering on a pullback and retest. Because what we have right now is a breakout and retest. But I'm just not, it's so overextended right now for me that it will be difficult. Like I wouldn't enter this trade, even though this is a pullback and retest setup. I probably wouldn't enter this trade. I'd want maybe something back down here towards $1. Doesn't have to be $1 exact, but maybe like 105. I'd prefer something there. And again, this is still in the kind of in the middle of nowhere, but we would be using $1 psychological big whole number level as a support. So I'd probably prefer something down here. And again, because we're overextended, I'm not really looking for a breakout trade. So here, if I was looking for a setup, I'm only looking for a pullback to around that $1 area. All right, so that gives us 10 different trades, 10 different cryptos that we looked over. Now, if you guys have any requests, now's the time. I'm gonna take a look at Bonk just for fun because it's down. It's the biggest loser over the last, in the last week. We can see we had basically this massive move up when it first came out, then a massive correction, basically this entire candle kind of settled down here, and then another massive move up. So this new move is over 11,000%. It's a 11,000% move. So that's why you got to be careful. You got to be careful here. We currently have a pullback. This is a small pullback, basically. So would I be looking to play anything here? It's tough. I'm not gonna lie, this is a tough one. Let's go to that daily. Have a big bearish pin bar here. Pull back to this Fibonacci level. I would honestly want to pull back down here. I think that would give us the best opportunity if we're playing a meme coin. But this is an opportunity as well here on this Fibonacci level. So I'm going to set one up there. And I'm going to set one up here. Ideally, the second one is the one that I would really like to see the price pull back to. I think that's a good opportunity there. So let's write this one. Bonk pullback. What was the first level? I hate writing these because there's so many. It's so many numbers here. So it's basically 17.6 basically with 4 zeros in front of it. One, two, three, four, 1760. And whoops. 0.12347. What was the other one? This was 13, about 13,500. We'll do 13,500. 13,500. So those would be the two pullbacks that I'm looking for there. All right, so we have 11 different cryptos that we've analyzed in today's live stream. We've been live for about 42 minutes now. If you guys have any requests, I don't see any requests coming in. All right, guys. Well, I don't see any requests, so appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure to like the live stream. Make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you guys are notified every time that we go live. We do analysis weekly, both for Bitcoin and for altcoins, where we literally give you guys trade setups that we're watching and potentially taking in our private Discord server. So I'm not giving you guys the exact setups, obviously, but I'm giving you the setups that I'm looking at, and that's basically how I build my plan. I build my plan around those trade setups. So you know, if you guys are interested in seeing exactly what I'm taking day to day, you guys could check out the link in the description and sign up to join the Discord, of course. If not, just tune in live every week. We do these twice a week right now. We're doing one live stream for Bitcoin, one for altcoins. So we have some videos coming out soon. We have one that should be dropping this week, hopefully either today or tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one. I don't think I'll see you guys again till after Christmas. So happy holidays to everyone. Merry Christmas. And hope you guys enjoy some fun and some time with your families. See you guys on the next one. As always, peace and love.